To make this zombie prosthetic, I used cotton balls, Q-tips, liquid latex, makeup sponges, tissues, face paints, and some flesh-toned acrylic paints. Also, I forgot to add in this shot that I also used fake blood, some powder like translucent powder or any makeup powder, and of course my face cast. Here I'm mixing in just a couple drops of that light tan acrylic paint with liquid latex so that it dries skin color and I don't have to paint over it as much later. Alright, so the way you make basically this entire prosthetic is saturating cotton balls in liquid latex and then pulling it around with a Q-tip or your fingers or whatever you want so that it looks stringy, muscly, or whatever texture you need it to look. I was going for a muscly, gummy, rotting flesh look because, of course, this is a zombie. And not only do you use cotton balls, but you do the same thing with tissues if you want, or tissue paper. I know for the muscly, stringy parts, I used cotton balls because it was easier to pull apart, and then for areas where I needed the edges to blend in more flat and less noticeable, I used tissues and then cover them in liquid latex. I did end up learning that because I was using tissues to blend out the edges of the rest of the prosthetic, it worked a lot better if I pulled the tissue apart and used thinner pieces. That way when the latex dries you can't see as much of an edge, especially if you layer them out. So if you put like a piece of paper in one spot and then you lay down another one a little bit further out and then another one a little bit further out so that you blend out the edges. here's where all the makeup comes into play. I used a variety of red face paints and fake blood, yellows and browns, black, I didn't end up using the white, and I had an eyeshadow palette on me from which I used the purple, black, and brown shadows. And the last thing you're going to need for this step are brushes. I mixed these yellow and brown shades so that I could get like a rotting flesh look. I know that sounds disgusting, but when you think of a zombie, they've been dead for a while. They're the Walking Dead, so I needed it to look rotten. I'm really not sure why I didn't show myself swatching this, but I'm putting black in the deepest corners of the prosthetic to add depth. I think in the end, the key to making this look as real as possible was going little bits at a time with little bits of color and using a lot of different colors so that it didn't look one-dimensional. This step is very important and you don't want to forget it. If you do not powder the latex, it will stick to itself, especially on the underside, so powder as you peel it off. I know this prosthetic probably looks a little bit morbid, but you know what? I really like Halloween and I had a lot of fun making it, so we're just gonna go with it.